have another guest on the broadcast on these developments. Ambassador Manju Seth, who's a former diplomat, joins me. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us live on the broadcast. My first and foremost question to you at this point of time is, what sense do you make of how the tariff imposition and India's reaction to it primarily has been? How do you react to the basic outlining of what has happened? Do you think that there is some leverage that India has from this point of time?
I think there isn't, the way things have panned out as we have seen, and the 50% tariff, we thought there would be some, rethinking on the part of the US, but they haven't obviously, done that. And we find that they've renewed their sort of statement that India somehow is responsible for the continuing war, and the fact that, a ceasefire has not been achieved and the war has not stopped. And I think this somehow is very unjustified, as mentioned by our EAM and our ministry. It does seem very strange the way things are. And there was also a statement saying that somehow India and PM Modi are responsible for this. So I don't know how what their thinking is, but the fact that the tariffs have come into effect and it will impact our industries, and our reaction that we will somehow, weather it out. It's going to be a difficult situation, but I think India's response has been that yes, this was something that we are prepared to face, and there will be an impact, and there are some, the government is trying to see how the impact can be minimized. But the way things have gone, it is not good for the relationship. But both sides understand the relationship is important, but somehow, there seems to be a kind of effort to put a lot of pressure on India to toe the US line. And I think that is not very, it's unfortunate, let me say, that this is the kind of approach that the US has chosen. And India's response, I think, is measured, though I think that we need to still talk to them, keep talking and find a via media and also negotiate with the Trump administration to find a way out of this, because it is harming the US economy, it will harm the Indian economy, India's GDP, and our small and medium-sized enterprises will be impacted by this, because the orders many orders have been cancelled because it will be difficult for the US US importers to pay this high tariff. So I think we are in a difficult and complex situation at the moment, but I'm confident that we will be able to find some negotiating leeway in all this, because the other talks are continuing. Just yesterday, the 2+2 at the official level, a meeting took place to discuss various aspects of our relationship between the US and India. And I think we will continue talking, but yes, we have run into a difficult phase, but our reaction, I think there was no other alternative but to react the way that we have.
All right, Ambassador Manju Seth, thank you, ma'am, for joining us live this morning. In fact, thank you very much for your comments. Now we shift our focus to more development.